The third question.
The third question, she was saying to what extent?
Obujja. Omubeere n'obujja bwammwe.
But what extent?
The extent of obujja is still personal, but to me, I think the boundary should be your obujja or your, is it jealousy, envy? What is that? Yesterday, recently I met a lady. This very, very humble, very smart, educated, very beautiful and intelligent girl. We were having a beautiful conversation and she was telling me, you know what, Zai? Me, if my husband chose to marry, I have no problem at all. But if this girl crosses the lane, if she moves from that lane and she comes to this lane, bawe wali we mukubira. That is her view. Bawe wali we nkolachi. I looked at this girl. By the way, she said, I told her, go Gambecho. She doesn't look like someone who can even just start a fight. But when that girl crosses the lane, bawe wali tayagala banyumize ba tiyamukubye ayagala amukube nga ba kolachi. Now, obujja to me, obujja is like love, it is like hate, it is like hunger, it is an emotion, right? And to me, we encourage each other, me and you, to control our emotions. So whenever obujja, when the envy comes in, when the jealousy comes in, when that, it is really a very boiling emotion. Tuulira obujja nga obuulira maama we, nze nalwala obujja bwa maama wange. I don't want to feel that feeling again. Nalwalako obujja bwa mukwano gwange. There is a friend of mine who was having a very terrible marriage. Nanyiga nensinga na ye. So if it is happening to you, I know it is a terrible, terrible thing to go through. So it means it is a challenge. Obujja is a challenge. And the more you control yourself in that challenge is what is going to define you. So nyabo obujja bwe bukuluma ogenda kukola otya? Ogenda kweyambula. Obujja bwe bunaakuluma eswala ogenda givaako. Abaffe obujja bwe bunaakuluma ogenda genda wa mama fiina. So it still runs back to where your values sit strongly. Nze ngenda ne ngamba abantu nti when I understood that my marriage completes my faith because it sank in too deep to my toes, noonya ekintu ekinzijjawo awo sinnakiraba. Noonya omuntu anzijja ku 100 ekyo oba 75 ku 89 sinnamulaba. So to me, obujja bwo bwe bugenda okufuula mujjawo ky'otayagala abeere. Right? We have co-wives who are literally begged by their husbands. Ngenze munnange tonyigira nkwagala nnyo mukwano naye. You get it? And he goes. So this guy has kind of tried to give a humble picture nga afuluma nga akola ki. But we have these women who have literally shredded the picture. N'ayuzayuza ekifaananyi bamugamba nkyakwagala titonjagala, nkyakwagala tonjagala, nkyagwagala wankyawa, kyagagala n'akomawo ddayo wa mukazi wo, biki by'otafuna wa mukazi wo, wafuna omukazi kati onjagaza ki. Those anyway obujja is a personal thing. Just make sure obujja tebukufuula mukafiiri. Okay, just make sure obujja tebukubizza n'osiiwuuka akazigo ne kagala okunywera. Just make sure obujja tebukugobesa ku mulimu. Tulina abantu they just become upside down. Amagezi gonna ne gamuggwako. Kati ate singa aba afudde yadde waakiri afe. So we can't have a direct answer. We cannot really have a direct answer ku bujja. Naye omubaka, let's round up this. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he was quoting Salama, hope I have that right, he was quoting a lady who had lost her husband, and she always thought that she will never get a husband or she will never get a man who is like Abu Salama, right? So when the word came to her that the Prophet wished her to be his wife, she said that Ne bannange olaba ng'oli ku level ng'omubaka takusobola. Bakyala muliwa? What do you stand for? Omulenzi nakwana akusobola. Ask this guy, naye onsobola? Gundi onsobola? Do you know what you're taking? And help him understand kyatwala. So Salama ebintu bye yadefiningako. She said that she had found a husband who she thinks will never be like any other man in this world. No man can ever be better than my husband. And the prophet said, you want to say that that guy is better than the prophet? She swallowed that. Then she said, the other thing that she said, nze nino obujja. Ya Rasul, nino obujja. And the prophet said, obujja tugenda busabira.